My thought for the day is holding a clear vision. There was a farmer who was feeling down in the dumps, and he had every right to be feeling that way. For the potato crop was failing for the 3rd year running, and to make matters worse, his father had hurt his back and could no longer help him in the fields. And his mother had lost her eyesight. And his wife, well, she was depressed. They had been trying to have a baby for several years now, and they could not conceive. And so, with the family starving, he took his life in his hands and he went out onto the Lord's land with a hatchet in his hand to poach a deer. Now, in those days, if you got caught poaching, you would hang. And so he hid in the shadows, behind trees, making sure the Lord's men did not spy him. They didn't. Yet he saw no deer. Until toward the end of the day, in a hollow, was a giant white stag with red ears. It was the biggest stag he had ever seen. He crept towards it, grasping his hatchet, and the stag looked right into his eyes, and he said, "I wouldn't strike me if I was you." The man dropped his hatchet. I thought I heard you talk then. I must be hungry." "You did hear me talk. I said I wouldn't do that if I were you. For if you do, yes, you will feast on my body. And then the Lord's men will come for you, and they will hang you. However, if you spare my life, I will grant you one wish. Go home, sleep on it, return to me on the morrow. And if you choose a wish, I will grant it. And if you choose to slay me, I will lay down my antlers and you can feast. And then die." The man went home, confused. He met his father, and he told his father the story. "Son, you say that was a white stag with red ears?" "Yes." "That's a fairy stag, son. Take the wish. Wish for gold. Gold is good. We need to be rich. Gold." That's a good wish, Dad. Yeah, I'll wish for gold." When he told his mother, she said, Son, gold is good, yes. My eyesight, it's worth more than gold. Oh, I pray you choose my eyesight. How I would love to look upon this green land once more, and to see your bride. Son, wish for my eyesight." Now he was even more confused. He told his wife, and his wife said, Husband, what have we been trying for the past few years? A baby. Oh, wish for a baby." And now he didn't know what to do. He went to bed that night, and he tossed and he turned and he turned and he tossed. And when the dawn came, he knew exactly what he was going to do. He grabbed his hatchet, and grasping it, he went back onto the Lord's land, and he found that hollow where stood the white stag. He lifted his hatchet and he threw it into the ground. And the stag said, "So, will you take one wish?" And the man said, "Yes, I will. I wish my mother could see my wife rocking our baby in a cradle made of solid gold." And that's how he got his one wish. This is one of my favourite vision stories. And it reminds me how important it is to hold a really clear vision for our world right now. So I ask each of us to have that intending that we create the most beautiful, peaceful, joyful world. For we have it within us to do this. I believe. I look forward to joining my heart with yours as we co-create a new way of being.